everybody. Welcome to Trail Talk. I'm Edie, and I'm coming to you live from the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center here in Duncan, Oklahoma. We are outside under the portico today enjoying this beautiful weather. And I have Patty and Nancy here from the Stevens County Humane Society. And they brought two friends. This is Echo. She's a cute, she's a little camera shy though. And this is Geralt. Is that Geralt? That's an interesting name, Geralt, but look at what a beautiful puppy he is. Can you look over at Barbara? There you go. Oh, look at him. What a handsome guy. My goodness. But you guys might remember we had Nancy and who came with you? Oh yeah, Kelly came and brought some super funny cats a few months back and some other dogs. And we invited them to come back on Trail Talk because their biggest fundraiser of the year is coming up on, let me get the date right, Saturday, October the 23rd, and it kicks off at 11 a.m. The main part of it does. But anyway, they're here to tell you all about it. I'm rambling on. So I'm going to kind of let them start talking about Bark in the Park. If you're from around here, you already know. If you've been to Homeland, you've already seen it. Their sign is up. They are getting the word out. This is an annual event. How many years has Bark in the Park been?
This is our 16th year.
16
We are
years.
so excited. We hope the weather will be this good.
Right,
Oh,
right.
We've only been rained out one time. So that's a
Wow.
bad word. We're not
That
even gonna
right,
say that word.
right,
Don't say it.
exactly.
Don't
But
say
man,
it.
what a great record! 16 years and only
know.
one rain out in
I know.
October.
And it
That's-
looks like it's going to be fantastic weather.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it is such a fun day, and like you said, so many people come, but every year we get new people to come to Bark in the Park. It's a festival, it's a pet-friendly, family-friendly day. And I mean, there is so much fun going on. It's fun to look at all the different dogs that show up, the people that show up. There are contests, there are food trucks, photos, and we'll talk about all that later.
Right, yeah.
But you know, as much fun as it is, it's so important for our shelter because the funds that are raised help us meet our yearly budget. We have a budget of just under $300,000.
Wow.
We're a nonprofit.
Yeah, yeah.
So our community is fabulous. They reach out to us. We have a gazillion sponsors, and we'll look at the t-shirts.
Yes,
But all that money that is raised goes to helping our shelter operate like day to day. Helps us with the medical things that we do, spay and neuter. We have so many that come in who are sick, and we nurse them back to health so they can be adopted.
Right.
So many things. But we'll talk about Bark in the Park. But when we kick off Bark in the Park, the first thing that happens, Nancy is heading up, and it's the Wag Walk. So
A wag walk.
Wag Walk.
Well, now that sounds fun. Nancy, tell us about the wag walk.
So Wag Walk kicks off Bark in the Park, starts at 9:30 Saturday morning, and bring your Echo type dog or your Geralt dog, register, and do a 1 mile walk with us.
So there's no pre-registration necessary.
You can pre-register.
Okay,
You can pre-register on our website
okay,
under events, and pre-registration is $20.
okay.
Day of registration is $25.
Okay, 25 day of, but 20 if you register in advance on their website, which is,
www.stevenscountyshelter.com.
and go to the events
Yes.
page and you
And
can
click on
find Wag Walk, which would be super fun if your dog likes to walk on a leash. If they're not so much about that, maybe you could just come, maybe you have a little one, you can carry it,
Yeah.
you know, or maybe you could just come and walk.
or
Yeah.
just get pledges.
There you go,
You know?
get pledges. Because remember, guys, this is an event to raise money to help support the budget needs of the Stevens County Humane Society. So we are all about helping raise money.
On the event site under Wag Walk, the pledge sheet is there for download. You can
Okay.
also do a virtual pledge.
Uh-huh.
You can raise fundraising page.
Oh, okay.
So you can create a fundraising page there and do things virtually.
Awesome. Awesome. So, and this is the third annual
Wag
WAG.
wall. Yes.
Okay, so have you had a lot of success with it then?
Had a few in the past, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It keeps growing every year,
Oh,
so we're
good.
hoping to have a big turnout this year.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to raise money. We'll have a Dalmatian there to lead the way in a
Okay.
costume.
Oh, in a costume.
Yes, a Dalmatian costume.
Okay. So is that you then? Is that what you're saying? Or
Could be,
maybe she's looking for a volunteer to wear a Dalmatian. I don't know. I'm just kind of reading between the lines
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not- I'm
It's
not-
you.
Surprise. Oh, wow. You shouldn't have, really. So, this is, and registrants get one of these cool Bark in the
Yes,
Park
they do.
t-shirts.
yes, it is.
Now, these t-shirts are very, very cool this year. This super fun little, it looks like a VW van here. It's all peace, love out and dogs. And I mean, it's very cute. The shirts are great. I love this. The shirts actually have every single sponsor listed on them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
this
so
is.
on the back here,
These are our $100 sponsors.
look at all
Can you
that.
imagine? I mean, this is how supportive our community is.
Yeah, yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
Petco Love Foundation is, of course, our main big dog.
Right.
They.
No
give
pun
us-
intended.
Exactly. And then we have our leaders of the pack, and then, of course, our grand champions.
Mhm.
But
And then there's some on the sleeves too,
and
right?
the sleeves are our top dogs. So we have already raised about $57,000. But we want to raise about 10,000 the day of the event.
Uh-huh.
And there's gonna be lots of things to do that day.
So let's talk about some of the things
Okay.
that sound
Let's
fun
do
about, and that we could go and do that day.
Let's do, but can I show you?
Oh,
one
oh, yes,
thing?
yes, yes,
This is
yes.
so exciting.
This is
This
cool.
is our first Bark in the Park. Now, remember, we're the 16th year.
Mhm.
The very first year, this was our little logo, and we had about 10 sponsors.
Look at that.
So hold this one up again.
Yeah.
This has nobody on the sleeves and about 10 on the
Look at
back.
that. Thank you,
So,
sponsors. Wow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Our community is
That is,
amazing.
that is so,
They are amazing.
so great.
So, okay. what'd you say?
Okay, so, yeah, so, say I go do a little wag walking at 9:30,
Mhm.
and, I get finished with that, and at 11 o'clock, what's there for me to?
You're gonna bring your dog, or just come in people watch and dog watch, or
Yes.
adopt a dog.
Oh.
We're gonna have adopted dogs there as well. Who knows? This guy, Echo, may be there if they're not adopted, but we'll have plenty. We will have, and we usually have a very successful day with our adoption. But anyway, you're gonna come over. to
Now,
our
real
park.
quick, let me ask you a question. The adoption that happens is not part of the fundraising. I mean,
Not
it
really.
helps, but the funds that you would pay that day, anything you paid that day to adopt your dog, that is just the general.
Gravy.
Yeah, so that's not
And-
really included in this 10,000 goal.
And honestly, a lot of the dogs who will be there in our adoption booth will be sponsored, because somebody like you might want, you bought mine, you see a cute little dog and you're like, I can't have that dog, but I want to sponsor it. And you'll give us $100.
Uh-huh. Very good.
So-
Okay, so there is a way that you can
Oh, yeah.
support them and sponsor.
yeah.
Okay. very
And we
good.
will probably have a reduced adoption fee that day, just a special Bark in the Park fee.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, perfect. So,
okay.
we're gonna have dogs there, but what else is gonna be there?
Okay, so you'll come on over and we'll have an opening ceremony at 11. And then the first thing, like at 11:15, we're gonna have a weenie dog eat.
Oh, boy.
So all you people out there who have weenie dogs, like dash hounds.
Yeah,
Or-
Tina has two.
Oh my gosh,
Bella and Stella.
that's right.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
if they look like a weenie dog, they don't have to be a real.
Right, right.
But are gonna have like 4 heats, and with the final, in each heat, the winner will win a fabulous prize. And then the winner of each heat will race at 2:30 and we'll get a huge first place trophy.
Woo!
So all you weenie dog people out there, we're gonna give you my number at the very end of this, and you call me and I'll get you hooked up.
Okay, that sounds like
So
a
we're gonna have
deal.
then we're gonna have contests all day long.
Okay.
I mean, Bark in the Park is like bam, bam, bam. We're gonna have the best bark contest. We're gonna have the best trick, and that's for children and adult alike.
Uh-huh.
Owner look alike.
Oh,
Do you have a dog?
I do, yeah.
What is it? Do
He's
you
a
look like
golden
that?
doodle.
You
No,
do.
no, he's got a lot of whiskers. So
What's
I'm
your
hoping,
husband?
I'm hoping I don't look.
What's your husband look like?
My husband has like no hair on the top of his
Oh,
head,
forget
so, yeah,
Okay.
he's kind of out too.
Well, whatever. You can dress like a dog.
We could dress like.
Okay.
Okay. we can do
Owner
that.
lookalike contest. Let's see, owner lookalike, best trick, best bark.
Okay,
How's that?
yeah, that sounds good.
And we have fabulous prizes for all these contests. We have judges. It's all at the gazebo. I mean, it is such a fun day.
Oh, that's
Right.
nice. It sounds
It
very
is
fun. I've
fun.
gone through there. We've gone several times through the years. We had dogs years ago when my kids were all home. We took them. There was like obstacle course things for the dogs to
Yes,
run through and
yes,
like
yes.
run up these things and back down. It was so much fun. And then our dog that we have now, we took him a couple years ago when he was a puppy, and he kind of drug us through.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, still, it's just fun.
Fun.
It's very fun.
We're gonna have raffles, and it's not a good idea to bring your cats, obviously.
Right.
But we do have a booth, kitty corner. And if you want to send in a photo of your cat, we'll give you that information. People will vote for the cutest cat photo with money fundraising. And great prizes. Again, the cat wins the cutest photo contest. So we don't leave the cats out.
Right. Yeah, the cats, you gotta have those around.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I don't
that's kind of,
so it's just a fun-filled day.
it is a.
And
fun
so besides the things that are on the schedule, are there vendors
yes,
around?
we have pet related vendors, and I mean, we've got some really fun ones. I mean, this year we're gonna have dog tents, and I'm waiting to see what this is gonna be, but
Right.
got a call. Anyway, you can get your photo made. The sign gypsies will be there. You see these
Uh-huh.
signs, happy birthday.
The big yard thing?
Yes,
Okay.
they're gonna do Bark in the Park, so we'll have that photo launch.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think the other, just lots of pet related, just mill around. We have all these tents set around. the
Oh,
gazebo.
Gerard.
Are you getting bored?
Gerard wants some
wrong?
attention. Poor boy.
I'm telling you.
Yes, he would like to get out and walk around.
We have these fabulous goodie bags for the first 100 people who show up, full of things that people have donated, like Orscheln's and Tractor Supply, dog treats, different things. And it's free to attend Bark in the Park, but if you could get $5, I mean, just.
Right.
It's
Right.
real- like I
It's a
said,
fundraiser.
It
It is,
is.
that's the purpose of the day, is to raise money.
It
So,
is.
and there are food trucks there too?
Yes, we've got, I think, 5 food trucks, and so you can come at 11, you can eat lunch, you can have more fun, and just enjoy the day. Win a raffle prize. The community has supported us. I mean, it's unbelievable. We have raffle items
And
that,
so for the raffles, will they be like set up someplace where you can go and buy your
yes,
chance for that?
Yes,
at that-
and then we
certain
have a lot of
locations?
high school kids that are gonna be walking around selling raffle tickets, so.
Okay, okay, very good. So, do you have all the volunteers that you
We
need?
do.
Okay.
We are done. We've volunteered.
Wow, that is impressive,
Isn't it?
Yeah, over a week away and you already have all your volunteer spots filled. That's great. Again, a testament to how the community supports Barton Park.
One thing, if your business has a digital sign, we would be so grateful if you could just scroll across Bark in the Park,
Mhm.
October 23rd, 11 to 3.
Right,
That's helpful. We
right.
have our street signs up.
Mhm.
So this, and people share it on your Facebook page.
Yes,
Gave our
yes.
Facebook page, Stevens County Humane Society of Oklahoma is our Facebook page.
Right, okay,
And
and
share a post.
yeah, and you guys can share this, Facebook Live
Yes.
video on
Our page.
on your page as well.
Yes.
And so hopefully that will get a little traffic and
Yes.
get a little more information. So, let's see, something you haven't talked about yet is wiener bobbing. So I'm gonna ask, what is that? Tell us about that.
Okay,
Patty.
you've heard of apple bobbing.
Right, yeah, bobbing for
Kids
apples.
bobbing for
Uh-huh,
apples.
okay.
We have these dog bowls set up, and this happens in between the contests, you know,
Okay.
like best bar, tricks,
Okay,
all
uh-huh.
that. We have these bowls with water, and we whack these weenies up, 1 weenie per bowl.
Uh-huh.
And then the people pay $5 to enter the wiener bobbing contest. And we call them up, and it's real organized. And we go. And whoever finishes their weenie first bobbing wins a trophy.
Like,
We have trophies.
The people do it or their
The
dogs
dog.
do it? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I just
The
wanted to.
But you're gonna do it. We're gonna have a special one for you.
I just wanted to be sure I was clear on that.
Anyway.
That sounds very fun. I'm imagining my dog doing that. I think that he might.
I know.
think that was fun.
There are people that actually train their dogs during the year.
Really?
Be the wiener
Like
bobbing.
the-
We have trophies.
The hot dog eating champion and
Yes.
the wiener bobbing
We
champion.
have several in training at the shelter, so. if
Do you?
Yep, if you look on Facebook, we have some videos of them.
Wow.
They have
Okay.
contenders.
This
We have
is-
Contenders.
They have contenders. This is serious business. And you know what? Maybe you're looking for a dog who's a champion wiener bobber. So they might have just the dog for you.
Maybe. Probably.
Probably so.
I do want to say one thing. Our staff is exceptional at the shelter. And I know Nancy can say more about that than I can, but these people are the most compassionate, loving, dedicated people caring for these dogs.
Mhm.
And it's just, we're just so proud to be part of this organization. We really, really are.
Right. It does such a great service. And I know the last time you guys were on, we talked about, there was the whole idea that people were getting dogs during COVID because everyone was staying at home, and then they didn't want their dogs anymore. And so there was a big influx of dogs. And so kind of where's the shelter now as far as capacity?
Well, we're at capacity right now,
Okay.
and we have been for 2 to 3 months.
Wow.
And I don't necessarily know if it's due to people going back to work with COVID.
Mhm.
A lot of ours are strays that are
Mhm.
coming in, county stray here.
Okay,
city
just
stray-
gave it up.
City stray.
Trout is crashed now.
City stray here,
Really,
Yeah,
both of these
Echo.
dogs were strays. Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
And so we've been at capacity,
Tell us how you acquire a stray dog. I mean, you said city, county. Do people find them and bring them to you,
yes.
or does a city or county organization pick them up
all of the above.
first? Okay.
The county strays, Geralt was brought in by an individual,
Mhm.
found him. We posted him on our lost and found sites, Pet Finder, Lost and Found with Petcola. And Echo was a city stray. And what we do with, we work very closely with animal control.
Mhm.
And we're right next door to animal control, as a matter of fact. And so we try to save as many as we can from animal control. That sounds horrible, not saving from animal control, but saving them from the
Well, their hands are kind of tied as to
Exactly.
how they have to process the animals.
right. And the nice thing about it is we have a wonderful foster program. We don't euthanize for space. And so our foster program is so vitally important that we can foster dogs out of their capacity. So we have room to bring more in.
Wow.
So thank
That's
you
a great-
fosters, all the
Exactly.
fosters.
Interesting story.
Yes.
They're out here setting up, a
Oh,
couple who was in the museum visiting today came out, walked right up because they recognized Echo. That couple had fostered Echo, and so they had spent time with her, but they also participate in Take Home Tuesday.
Take Out Tuesday.
Take Out Tuesdays. And tell us about that. I know we talked about this before, but it's a good reminder.
Take Out Tuesday is a fabulous program where people can come down to the shelter and talk with the shelter staff and take a dog out for the day. Gets the dog out of the kennels, get him out of the shelter, and send us pictures. We've seen him at Sonic with a burger, and ice cream at Brahms, and then they give us feedback on the dog.
Okay.
Another avenue we have is the Duncan Banner and the Marlowe Review. Both will take a dog and give us a nice write-up about the dog and tell us a little bit about their day with the dog. Take Out Tuesday helps the dog, not only helps the dog, but helps us to know some of their quirks or some of their,
Right.
they're good with children, not good with children, have walked well on the leash.
Mhm.
Just help us to get a better home and a better fit for the dog.
Right, and because it's very important to have the right family situation, or, you know, do you need a fenced yard? Do you, is it, you know,
Right.
all kinds of things like that. That's very
Yeah.
important to know.
And today the lady was telling us about Echo. You know, Echo is house trained, loves to play fetch, good with children, good with other dogs. Echo is a 100% purebred mix. We don't know what she is, except she's beautiful and
She
sweet.
is, she is a sweet dog.
She gets
She's a
along
great
well.
size.
Yeah, and
She
she's
is.
about a year old.
Okay.
so
All right, and you said Gerald's about 2 years
2
old.
years old.
Yeah, a big, beautiful
laid back.
boy. Yeah, he is. He's pretty chill. To go to sleep like that.
He's
That's
about
pretty
2 years old, a county stray. No one's playing him, like we said. We think he's an Alaskan Malamute,
Oh, wow.
so Alaskan
Mhm,
something,
right.
but yes. And he's a sweetheart. He's a
But he
great
does
dog.
not have blue eyes.
He's got brown eyes.
He has brown eyes, but they're a really pale brown. They're kind of the color of the brown of his coat.
He's a gorgeous,
Yeah,
great
it's
dog.
really,
He's a
really
great dog.
beautiful. But you guys, the Humane Society, you guys do so many things, not just for the animals that are in the shelter. For instance, we were talking earlier also about the backlog of cats. Because you guys are at cat capacity, I cannot even get it out. Cat capacity.
We have a lot of cats.
Yes, thank you. You got a lot of cats. And, but when people are on a waiting list, you help them be able to care for the animals
Yes.
while they're waiting.
We do have a pet pantry. We do help a lot of people with, people donate. We try to get grants for the pet pantry. And we provide them food and anything we possibly can help them with
Mhm.
during this transition. We also have Community Cat Day, which helps with the cat office. And I'm going to leave that one with you, Patty, with Community Cat.
What, yeah,
What do you
tell
want me
us,
to talk about?
Well, let's see, how many did we took in, let's see, where is Community Cat Day?
right here.
Okay, in 2020, we actually helped the community by bringing in 231, and I know that's higher this year. And one day a month, we have, we let the community know on our Facebook page or whatever that we're gonna have community cat day, and a lot of people may be feeding feral cats or, you know, just neighborhood cats that just come around. And nobody knows this, but those cats can reproduce. Like, have you seen that thing, a pyramid of all the one cat can, you know,
No,
over
but I grew up on a
years.
farm. Well,
So you
I
know.
know how, yeah, you can have a whole bunch of cats about that fast.
Yeah, so we really try.
And
to
so
educate the-
On Community Cat Day, is it a spay and neuter?
It's a spay and neuter
Yes.
program, and you can call the shelter and get on the list. We have it once a month,
Once a month.
and it is $30 to get a cat spayed or neutered, and the rest of it subsidized, capacity subsidized.
Yeah,
The
there were
rest of
5
it.
words today.
Big words. The rest of the fee on that is subsidized by Petco Love. We have a Petco
Oh.
Love grant that we work with.
Nice.
And so we try to, because we have a waiting list and because we've actually had some on the waiting list come into Community Cat Day. And
And go through the spay or neuter
Yeah.
process, and very good. That is a fantastic resource, I would say. For
Yeah.
the community, because, you know, that is I mean, Tina was telling us that she lives in the country, but a cat wandered up to her house,
Yeah.
you know, well, it's just one today.
Today. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you just don't know, but I'm sure you guys have these community impact reports available,
they're also on our Facebook.
and they're on the Facebook page. And I highly recommend that you read this, because this gives you a really great idea of how effective the Humane Society is in our community, how
Thank
much you pour into, you know, trying to save dogs and cats and trying to reduce that stray population, you know, or just the overwhelming, you know, all of a sudden we have 10 kittens, what are we
Yeah,
gonna do kind
what
of
are we
thing,
gonna do?
you know, and it's just a lot. And so we just appreciate what you guys do so very much.
Well, we could do it without the community.
We could not.
At
And
all.
one last thing, there are so many people that are like, I can't volunteer because if I went out there, I'd adopt every dog and cat.
Right, yeah.
So what you can do is donate. I mean, seriously.
There you go.
You
Yeah, true.
can help. You
Mhm.
don't have to show up in person. You can join our circle of friends and give monthly. You can attend our fundraisers. We have yappy hours. We have the cupcake Valentine thing.
Mhm.
We have stuff going on all the time, and that's how people can help. You don't have to go out.
Well, and like, I know Bella and Stella often
Yes.
donate dog food
Yes.
and, you know,
Thank you,
things
Bella
like that,
and
things that you guys use on a daily basis. I mean, there's toys, there's food, there's, I don't know, all kinds of things like that, that you have to.
She wants to give you a kiss.
She's little, but she's solid.
She's solid. Anyway, she
Look at
may
her.
be there for Barking the
Oh,
Park.
she
We
is-
hope not. We
man,
hope she's adopted.
She is the
But she could
sweetest thing.
come
Look
as
at
an
her.
alumni if she comes.
Well,
might.
that's true. That's
She
true.
might.
So anyway, read the impact report. Go to the Facebook
Let
page.
y'all comment you.
We're gonna put the Facebook page on the information in the comment section. We're going to put Patty's contact information for, let's see, which was
Any-
it? No, something for the Bark in the Park.
For the wiener bobber or the wiener races.
Well, for
What?
wiener races, for
Okay.
any information.
Okay, any
anybody
information.
has,
They
Just
can-
call me.
Okay.
You can buy these T-shirts without going to Bark in the Park.
Ah, another
Why,
way,
Echo?
another way.
We have, and they're not gonna last, so you better call me fast. and
Right. In
We're gonna
fact,
deliver.
Cats left?
is that an extra,
Hats.
is this an
as well.
extra one?
That's
Right here.
yours.
Oh,
You
this
know
is
that's
mine.
yours.
They brought me a t-shirt. Isn't that awesome? I can't wait to wear it. I love it
It's
so
so
much. It's adorable.
And
But
what-
thanks again to all our sponsors, and thank you you guys for
Thank you.
having
Right.
us.
Well, we're so glad you could come on Trail Talk again. We really wanted to help promote Bark in the Park. So
Thank
save
you.
some time. You don't have to stay the whole time, right? It's come and go.
There's
can
a
come for
lot
a little
going
bit.
on.
There-
And come
yeah.
walk, come
Right.
walk beforehand and kick off Bark in the Park. And if
Yeah.
you don't have a furry friend, that's okay.
Right.
Just
right.
walk.
Just
So
walk.
Saturday, Saturday, October 23rd, 9:30 is the WAG Walk.
Registration opens at 9.
Okay, registration opens at 9. Remember, you can pre-register for that. And it's at Fuquay Park across from Homeland. And 11 to 3 are going to be just the ongoing festivities. So you guys go to Bark in the Park, go say hi to Patty and Nancy and all the other great volunteers who are going to be out there, and Gerald and Echo, if they're still around. And, maybe take a puppy or a kitty. Will there be cats there for adoption?
Sometimes.
It just depends.
Cats just aren't as social as dogs. They don't handle situations like that. But you can always go to the shelter and find the perfect cat.
Oh, yeah.
Or the website. We have them all.
Yeah.
Or on their
Always.
website. So anyway, I think that's all that we have for you guys today. Just remember, keep supporting Bark in the Park. And our friend Stefan is on. Stefan lives in Pennsylvania, and he watches a Trail Talk. And so hi, Stefan. We're so glad you could join us today. And it's time for us to sign off. So when we do, we say happy trails together. So hey, Stefan, if you want to unmute, is he unmuted? Okay. Well, then let's tell him happy trails. You guys ready?
Ready.
Happy trails.
Trails.